What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Timothy Hannick. Some exciting news. I finally got it done. Finally. I believe it was 28 pages long. I'm not counting this first page because this is just a bunch of warnings telling you that there's some swear words in there. It's got quite a bit of sexual stuff in there. Things about falling down and stabbing myself by accident and whatnot. So all that stuff is warnings. Yep, 28 pages long. I'm just really happy I got it out of the way. In a way, I did kind of rush through it, but I got all the important things in there. Like I said before, guys, I skipped my this current relationship, and I didn't mention the cancer because you guys already know about that. I feel like I just dislocated my shoulder. Ooh! Well then, I think I fixed it. See, I'm kind of, can't say I am double jointed in most of my body. I can actually make two bones in my back pop out. No joke. If you guys ever want to see it, just let me know. Tell me in the comments below. But I won't do that now because I don't want to gross a bunch of people out. I used to do that for fun in middle school, sometimes in high school, and it always grossed people out. I've only met like one, maybe two people that thought it was pretty cool. But yeah. So later on today, after I go to sleep, holy crap, this is the longest I've ever been up. 6:27 a.m. Okay, so whenever I do end up waking up, excuse me, holy crap, that was rude. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, later on, once I get some sleep, I will be making probably anywhere from 2 to 5 parts of me just reading this. There will be times that I stop and explain things to you guys. And like I said on my last video, okay, I'm just going to let you guys know this right now. Like I said, there's sexual content on this. There is impossible things to believe. And you will know what I mean by that once I read the story to you guys. There will be things I tell you that you're not going to believe. And I don't blame you because if I was in your guys' shoes, I wouldn't believe it either. It's just something you have to go through in order to understand. And you guys can go ahead and think I'm crazy, but do I seem crazy to you right now? No. And I have went to counseling twice in my life. I did not add that in my book. Mainly because I didn't feel like writing about it. That's the only reason. I did not feel like writing about it. I wanted to skip through that and just deal with it. So, as far as counseling goes for my problems right now, relationship-wise, I'm just going to deal with it. I mean, I've had times, like, I'm going to tell you guys something that's not in the book. When my father went to prison, I started getting suicidal thoughts. So I did go and talk to a therapist about my issues, about my mom and dad getting divorced and all this crap that I was going through. I felt miserable. I hated my life. And a lot of kids are like that. When your parents get divorced and stuff, all you can think about is, man, I must have did something bad to make them hate me or to want to get a divorce. It's not the kids' fault. And that's just something that we don't understand until we get into the age of like 15, 16 years old, something like that, to where we actually comprehend the fact that it just wasn't working out for them. Now, I didn't accept the fact that my mom and dad was never going to get back together until I was about 21, to tell you the truth. About 20 or 21. And at that point, I was doing decent for myself. When I turned 21, I actually got myself a 2000 Buick Regal. Well, 20 or 21, something like that. Oh, I was 20 at the time when I got the car. I was 21 when I had it for about like somewhere between 3 to 5 months at that point in time. On my 21st birthday, I got $510 from 2 lottery tickets. I didn't buy the lottery tickets, it was just given to me when I was with Abigail, which is in the story. Abigail, my ex-fiance. Abigail is my second fiance. I don't think I mentioned that in here. Kim was my first fiance. And now I'm engaged for the third time. I'm doing my very best to make this work out, guys. I don't want to just give up like I've done with all these other relationships that you will hear about in the story. I've done a lot of wrong. I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my life, and the tiny details I wasn't too concerned about. But if you guys have any questions, please ask. I don't mind answering any of these questions you guys may have. If there's something you're concerned about as far as what's in the story, if you're concerned that I don't know, if I'm going to talk about how much blood ran out of my knee or whatever when it came up to falling on a piece of glass, no, there's not that type of detail in there. It's just me explaining how I slipped and fell and there was a piece of glass that went into my knee, which is in the story. So I am telling you a few parts, but it's not completely ruined. There was a lot of stuff in here that you guys are going to listen to and you're going to be like, holy crap. Well, my life ain't that bad after all. And if anybody out there that has a life worse than mine, then I'm really sorry. I truly am. Because if you can beat my story, I mean, I don't know. I just feel bad for you, to be honest. Because I've went through hell and back, and literally I have been to hell and came back. And yes, that's in the story. I tried to explain quite a bit in here. And like I said, I'm going to stop and explain certain things. At the end of the story, I talk about myself a little bit as far as who I am, and maybe I'll probably add in what I want to do later on. But that's why it's gonna take 2 to 5 parts, just reading this and explaining everything. Okay, there's something seriously wrong with my shoulder. I don't know what I did, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that the book is done. I gave you a lot of warnings, and like I said before, I can't spell. There was quite a few times I did actually look up certain words because I can't spell it. And that's that. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I can fix my shoulder because I don't know what happened to it. It hurts now. Yeah. I'm going to go to bed. I have no idea when I'm going to wake up, but tomorrow I have chemo, so I want to get this thing done I don't. I'm not trying to be negative about this, but every day is not promised to us. That's something I've learned with cancer. I could die tomorrow while getting chemo, or like shortly afterwards. I could die on the way home because my mom's gonna be taking me to my chemo session, treatment, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just in case I don't make it, which like I said, I'm fighting for more than just myself. For everybody out there who has cancer, or for those who have died, I'm fighting for them. I'm living my life for those people. I'm doing my very best to continue my life. I don't want to give up, and I'm not giving up. If I can go through everything that's in this book and still be here, I don't think cancer is going to take me. So, that's that. Like this if you enjoyed. Like I said before, if you have any questions about the story itself, comment below. I will answer them as far as your concerns go, like what may be in there. Because if you guys have certain, like if you don't like hearing things about blood, if that makes you sick to the stomach, you don't like hearing about it, then you're not going to want to, you should not be listening to this. As much as I want you to know my life, I don't want to make anybody sick. Okay? I don't want to gross you guys out to the point you run to the bathroom and puke. Because there are some people that can't stand the sight of blood or the thought of it. So, there's that. So if you're one of those people, you should not be listening to this. Just fair warning. But, that's that. Peace, everybody. Thanks for watching.